Tennis is one of the most competitive and difficult sports in the world to master. It started in Europe in the late 19th century and is considered to be a sport for the upper class, bourgeois. The man you are going to meet is from Tehran, Iran, who immigrated to the United States to pursue the American dream. He was a boxer, a coach, a tennis player, but most of all, a father. His name is Mike Agassi. His strict and old-school methods were a way of showing his son, Andre Agassi, how to play the game of tennis. He's got a book out called The Agassi Story. I recommend anybody who wants to learn how to become the best you can be to read this book. It's extremely inspirational. Ladies and gentlemen, Mike Agassi.
We talked about how about teaching kids to take lesson or not. Yes, take lesson. To go to the camp, yes, you go to the camp, tennis camp. But a pro doesn't make a kid better player. When you go to the camp, the battlefield, there is hundreds and hundreds of kids over there. Each one has something that the others, they don't have. If you are smart, you watch and learn and you play with these people. From each one you take something. You put it together, you make a personality of your own. That becomes your own game. You can learn. Everybody says, Nick Bollettieri this, Nick Bollettieri that, Nick Bollettieri. Nick Bollettieri didn't do anything. What Nick Bollettieri did, he made the battlefield. He brought all the best players in one place. I don't have to work in Las Vegas whole year. My son goes 4 times a year, 3 times a year to meet the top player in the country, to play, to get experience in 1 set or 2 sets or 10 sets. You go to Nick Bollettieri camp, you have the best player of all, the whole world is there. They play each other. You're getting everyday national experience with those. You get better. You don't, a pro will help you to get better if and only if you want to be better, if and only if you go on the right track. My idea of getting better is the kids, they play 1 against 2. Practice 1 person against 2. You're playing ground stroke 1 person against 2. If you can make a point against 2 people, you're going to make a point against anybody in 1. You go to the net, 2 people, they feed you, you volley. And if you can make a point on those 2 people, you're going to make a point on a single when you're playing. They come to the net, you make a passing shot. You can make a passing shot on 2 people. You can make a passing shot on any single person. This is the way you get better, you know. You got to help yourself. Otherwise, it's not a biology. You read 1 chapter, the teacher lectured in the class, and you learned. You learned the chapter. You know it. Tennis. The ball comes 60 miles an hour, you hit like this. Perfect. Comes 85 miles an hour, you hit like this, it's going to hit the fence. The experience that you get, you're playing 1 against 2. The other thing is important. We see in the girls, the Russian girls are doing so well. Why? What's wrong with our American girls? Why not? Reason is here. The Russian girls, their camp is girls, they play against the girls. They get women's touch. They make point against each other. They get better. If I can make a point against that girl, I'm not losing my touch. But Venus Williams, Serena Williams, they have gone practicing with the guys. And they hit the biggest serve, and the guy returns it. A little bigger, returns it. Third one, she pushes it, it goes up. After a month, she's learning how to lose the point. She has no confidence. You know, you play, women, they have to play against women. 1 against 2, you get better and better. Otherwise, Russians are gonna dominate. And Monica Seles, she's one of the best players, but she has a couple juniors, 16, 17, 18 years old, are very good players. She plays with them. Even though she beats them, she's gonna lose to a girl because the women ball comes back is different than the man's ball comes back. And many times you hit a winner against the man, but he returns it. What has done that? You put a blister in your brain. You don't know how to win points anymore. What does it do to you? He said, God, I hit a good ball, it came back. You hit another good one, it came back. Eventually, you have to push the ball or muscle the ball, and you're becoming a different type of player.
Okay.
You are learning how to lose. You know, anytime I hit the ball out, I am practicing how to hit the ball out. Anytime I hit the ball in the net, I'm learning how to hit the ball in the net. You play against the same sex. Why? The top 150, they can beat each other anytime in a man. 100, 150 has a chance of beating number 2 in the world. Why? Because he always practiced with a man. They never had any weightlifting. They didn't. That time is gone. You have to get your strength. You have to get your endurance. You do the road work. You know, you have to do a lot of extra work beside tennis. I remember back in Chicago, we used to sit on a bicycle, go 45 miles, have a school tournament, college tournament. You play, and 45 miles, you'd come with the bike. You went, you were tired, you come home, you are dead, you have played in between, you are all screwed up. You know, you're finished. But those times are gone. You have to have it, you have to be able to get better. What makes you to get better? You have to practice one against 2. It's there is not such a thing that you go to the camp, you're going to be good player. You go to what you're going to do in the camp. You know, what you're going to, you have to, you know, there's competition. You have to have competition among yourself to play.
Stay tuned for part 2 with the great Mike Agassi.